Angela, you and me both. I also need to run to IKEA to get a new cutting board. Fun fact, so this one that I was, really coming at pretty hard in my last video, which I will throw away, is actually from IKEA. And I say that not because it's a bad cutting board. I was bad. This was a great cutting board while it was flat and before it had cracks and all of that stuff. And it's the perfect size for just like all of the small applications, all of those like little things that you don't need a huge canvas for. I may not get this exact same cutting board because I loved it, but it doesn't stand flat. So the edge of it is not, you can kind of see, it's not flat. It's just not a flat surface. I'm gonna find a better way to show you this. Oh, you can kind of see it there. And that is an issue because part of what can lead to warping, especially in an unsealed cutting board like this, and say some water is able to get in, it will not evaporate at an even rate. Even when a cutting board is sealed, you do want to dry it by standing it up vertically, horizontally, either way, just not flat, because when you leave it flat, what happens is that the bottom may dry at a different rate than the top because the water is evaporating from the top at a different rate than from the bottom, and that can lead to this type of warping, which is really hard to see on this camera, but you can hear it when I do that. And that is the product of warping. The other side too, you can, not great. So whatever cutting board you do choose from IKEA, and I will choose as well, if I go before you, I can include the one that I end up buying. But whatever one you choose, just make sure it has a flat bottom. That's my point. Thank you so much for commenting.